It's that mother effing podcast back again with another review for Force season 2, episode 8. Y'all, again, we have another good ending. The ending, oh my goodness, it was so good. I was ready to get on this podcast right now. Well, not right now, but right when I was watching it, I was ready to get on it ASAP to talk about that ending. Like, wow. Diamond, like, of course, we know, he's in that situation because of Leon, but we don't even need to really get into Leon at this moment right now. Let's just talk about how he was slumped in that chair, drunk, and how he slit the throat of the parole officer. Like, that was crazy.
Yeah, and I remember at the beginning of that scene when the parole officer walked in, Tommy was about to pull his gun on him, but Diamond was like, "Nah." You saw that? Y'all saw that? But
Um, No, I don't know if I really noticed that, but I mean, it makes sense. But even with the nah, I don't even know if he was saying nah because he knew he was about to kill him. He
yeah,
probably was like, nah, like that's my parole. Like, you ain't gotta do it.
but I knew something was going to happen, and we're finally getting a glimpse of how Diamond was probably before he went to jail and all that. The old Diamond. You
Yeah,
know,
he
Yeah,
was
I definitely
fine.
could tell he was gonna do something. I knew they was gonna get caught because it's just how it was set up, how reckless he was. Like, bro was just like he was in the chair throwing the money on himself, threw the drugs on himself. I'm like, bro, dude is an idiot, bro. Like, something gonna happen. Somebody gonna come in and see it, snitch or something. I just knew something was gonna happen.
That's the same thing I was thinking. I was like, there's something's gotta happen. There's no way that he can just sit here and have all that money just sitting there and then the drugs just sitting there out in the open and nothing's gonna happen.
yes, parole officers.
And then when Tommy came in and they didn't lock the door. I'm like, bro, lock the goddamn door, bro. Like, what are y'all doing, bro?
But
Yeah,
not even that, Tommy was probably too like surprised.
Yeah.
Like probably wasn't even a thought on his mind. But let's talk about oh sorry, go ahead.
I was saying that's facts.
I was gonna say, but let's talk about that grin on Tommy's face.
Yeah.
After Tommy looked like he had a hard on from that. Like he was like that was a side of Diamond he been waiting on.
Yeah.
Because that was a Tommy move right there. Not to say Tommy would have slit the throat, but just, what happened, that's a Tommy move.
Shit, Tommy would have did that. Remember, he slit that Homeland Security dude's throat in Proctor's home.
Oh
Hmm.
yeah, 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 yeah. Right, right.
Yeah,
Um, but he was just so I think he's finally happy to see Diamond acting more like him. He's like, okay, the monster's out, and he was happy for that.
right.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That little boy Def messed him up though.
Yeah, it did. It definitely did. Because like I said in the last one, he was trying to play, trying to think about his real life. Like he thought he could really have a life with a little family with the son, with the kid Leon, and with the baby or with the mother. He was thinking about
Right.
possibly having some type of family or something with them back in episode 7. So when
Yeah,
Yeah.
all that happened, it flipped the switch for Diamond.
yep.
The
Y'all
switch.
think the mother is done with him for real?
It's a possibility.
It wasn't even his fault though. In
It
reality,
it wasn't, but at the same time, you could say it was. You know what I'm
only
saying?
reason but guess what? The only reason it could be considered his fault was because he taught him how to defend himself, which is
Right.
what the mother wanted him to do.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
that's true.
He wanted him to be able to defend himself. So either he was gonna keep on just getting beat up or he was going to learn how to defend himself. He learned how to defend himself and then the people couldn't handle that. The bullies couldn't handle it. So they
Right.
put out a gun and they shot. That
But
had
then you know,
nothing
you
to
know,
do with Diamond.
you know, they forgetting like this Chicago. People ain't boxing in Chicago, bro. Like, I don't know why the hell. I don't know. He should shoot.
Yeah,
Forget boxing. He should have taught him how to shoot because ain't nobody boxing in Chicago, bro.
and you got
Right, but of course they didn't want him to pick up no gun.
Yeah, yeah, I know that.
Yeah, I gotta remember what the mother and I forgot her name, but Diamond was talking about at the beginning of the episode about how she
Yeah,
about his life.
of course, which was telling. That
Yeah,
was that whole conversation was telling that he was gonna die. Even though we all knew that Leon was gonna die anyways. But
yeah,
that whole conversation she had, oh, he comes first, and oh, you're this, and you're that, and I don't need you influencing my son. And so we already knew that if he died, that she was going to be blaming it on him.
exactly. That's all. Was yep, exactly.
Yeah.
But it ain't his fault.
It's not. It's technically not his fault, but she's looking at it like he's about that street life, this and that, But and she wasn't there when it happened, so of
I
Right.
think she's gonna blame him,
course she's gonna
and
think it's Diamond's
sh-
fault.
I
But
think she's gonna blame him, thinking that it had something to do with Diamond, but really he didn't. It was the boy himself, the son.
yeah,
Right. I could see her thinking that it had to do with Diamond's dealings and stuff like that. And maybe
Yeah,
she's not going to believe that, that it was actually the boys that were bullying him. But if she was smart, she would go ahead and get comfort in Diamond because he gonna handle that. Them boys are done.
yeah,
you think so?
I think them boys are done.
I think so.
I think Diamond he gonna find out who did that and he gonna kill them little boys.
And also,
Um,
I was thinking that Leon may die in this episode and all that, but I was thinking like maybe the Serbs would pull up or do something crazy or something like that. He just get caught in the line of fire.
I'm gonna be honest with you. For this to be at episode 8 and the death we got with Leon was kind of whack.
It was. It definitely was. Cause I'm used to seeing like somebody close to main. You know what I'm saying? Like the main characters dying.
Mm.
Right.
But
Like,
usually we
uh,
get either episode 8 or 9. So if it's not episode 8, maybe it's the next one. Like this
well,
is
Yeah, that's
yeah, it's
true.
gonna have to be 9, but still, I just feel like that death, it's not impactful. Like real talk, like not to be mean, but nobody cares that Leon died except for Diamond. Like nobody
Yeah,
cares.
it was a messed up death, but at the same time, it was like shit. It is what it is.
Right. I mean, I'm talking about like in the grand scheme of things when it comes to the show Force,
Right.
like Leon was not a significant character.
Yeah.
So like I was looking more for Claudia and even if Claudia, Vic, or Jannard were not any of the people who died, something big could have happened to them. So I guess like the big thing in a sense that happened when it comes to them would be that Vic said that Tommy pulled the trigger
Yeah.
on the cop.
Yeah. Which who knows how that's gonna play out? Cause she would the officer, she trying to force a confession, and that shit ain't gonna. It's gonna backfire like it always does.
That was Blanca and Dre vibes right there.
exactly.
Yeah.
Remember when Blanca basically coerced Dre into saying that Ghost killed um what's his name? Silver?
Yeah.
Yep.
It was kind of like that basically. Even, you know, she just wanted him to say, she's like, either you gonna say you did it or you gonna say Tommy did it. Either
Right.
way, and if you don't say none, you're going down for it.
Yeah.
So he had no choice. Either he was gonna take the rap or he was gonna blame Tommy. So, but she was out there, in them streets. She went to talk to Tommy. She went to talk to Maria. Like, she was out there in them streets. Tommy, he definitely act like he did not care. Like, listen, lady, you ain't got nothing on me because you would be arresting me. Like, I'm good.
Right.
Exactly.
But Maria, you see how she's like, ask him about Lucretia Grant. Like, really?
Yeah.
Really? So
They pull out all the little dirty tricks they can to bust somebody. When they really want somebody, they gonna do whatever they can.
Yep. I wonder if she
right.
about Holly too. She just mentioned Lakeisha, but I wonder if she knew about Holly also.
If she was
I don't,
smart, she would have said Harley
Yeah,
instead of Lakeisha, because Harley was the one. Like Lakeisha was impactful, but I don't think there was any death that was that impactful to him like Harley's was.
I don't think they knew about Holly though, because
yeah,
remember, Ghost buried Holly, helped Tommy bury Holly,
yeah,
Right, right, right.
so
So
she
she
didn't have like
probably
her death wasn't like legit. It was like, like she
missing.
got killed and disappeared.
yeah.
Hmm. Right.
So
But
they,
too, Tommy killed her, so that death is just definitely more impactful to him.
Oh yeah,
And
oh
she
yeah,
was
hell yeah,
pregnant with his baby.
right.
yeah,
You say that name, he liable to hurt Maria.
Yeah,
you
it's
hell
know
yeah.
that's a trigger.
what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hey, but
that's
did y'all catch?
definitely
Did y'all peep? How Tommy did that little move with the? I guess he the. I don't know who he. I guess he the main plug. Uh,
Che.
Miguel's plug. Hey, that was smooth as hell. I rocks with that. That was a smooth little move.
yeah.
Right. He's
I felt like that whole scene was very impactful too. Also, for this episode,
Hell yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
See, Miguel is starting to see like, damn, Tommy is really going after my spot now. And his mom
yeah,
kept on telling him.
yeah. They told him. She told him.
So
yeah. So that's two people because he saw him with what was his name? Chacho? That was that his name?
I think that's his name, Chacho, the DSD guy.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
he tried to, get him and he's like, Tommy already, I'm already getting my stuff from Tommy. So
Hell
he
yeah,
realized that and then Che, that's two people that he basically, went up to on his own and Miguel had no idea that any of that was going to happen. And for Miguel, it sucks that it happened right in front of the grandmother.
yeah, it did. It did.
yeah, yeah. Cause now she looking at it like, see, I told you. You
Right.
Yeah.
know. But
I don't understand why Maria was so mad.
She's mad because they're messing around and she don't want Miguel to find out because she don't want him to kill Tommy.
Yeah,
but
but
what I
why
was
I'm
confused.
talking about why she's so mad because he showed up to the quinceañera.
Yeah, and also what I was confused about is why was she mad when Tommy said, "Oh, he'd handle Miguel if he need to," but then on the other hand, you say, "Oh, that's my brother, I love him," but then you say he'll kill you and Tommy. Like that don't make sense. Like if he
Right,
gonna kill you, why do you care what happened to him? Like it is what it is.
I
right.
I think she is somewhat scared of Miguel, but she also knows that Miguel needs her because of his situation with diabetes and all that stuff. Like she gives him the
Mig-
shots all the time. So
Miguel can get somebody else to do that.
Yeah, he really could. Hell, he really could do it himself, but I think that's a part of like a whatever kind of little weakness thing. Like he might be scared of needles or some shit like
Right,
that.
right,
yeah, it showed like they had that scene in there for a purpose because it just showed that Miguel may need her, you know, for something. He needs her alive for something to help her with something. You know, it just
but I
showed.
feel like at the end of the day, anybody could do that.
They could.
Maybe he doesn't want people knowing that he has diabetes. So maybe that's the reason why she does it right now. But I just feel like anybody can do that. If he was to kill her, he can get anybody to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
I don't
could.
think he'd kill her though. To be honest with you, I
Not for
don't
that. I
see.
wouldn't. I wouldn't see him doing that. Not for dating Tommy. Nah. Hell no.
That's what I'm saying. I think he killed Tommy, but I don't
Of
see
course.
him killing her.
Yeah.
And I think she just freaked out when she saw him. She just freaked out because he
Yeah,
don't want Miguel to put the pieces together. 'Cause
right,
she knows her brother is a dumb.
right. But it's like, yo, when he came to that quinceañera, that ain't got nothing to do with you.
Then on top of that, it's like, how did you know about the Quinceañera? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, how did he find out about this? So yeah,
Because
Miguel
well, it
might
was
figure that out.
right, right. Uh-huh. That is something right there. That is kind of like, okay, how did he find out about it? I didn't even think about that.
because you
Yeah. Yeah.
had a look on his face like what he was like, what the fuck you doing here? Basically,
Right. Hell yeah. Hey. Well, man, hey, this season is pretty. Hey, it's getting up there like the regular Power.
I told y'all, man. I told y'all they changed up the writers.
Yeah.
That's why we getting better. I think this is why we getting better on better show this year. And plus, I mean,
Right.
first season we had to get to know everybody. I think this was mentioned before in the previous podcast. We had to get to know the city, know everyone, new characters. A couple familiar faces with Tommy and maybe Kate, but that's it.
What did y'all think about when Shanti and Jannard went and told Tommy that they were in with Claudia? Because we didn't hear them talk about telling Tommy that. What do you think their purpose of that was? Do you think Jannard told Shanti, that Tommy confronted her about it and that's why they did it? Or do you think there was another reason?
I think that's what it would ultimately be because I'm sure they didn't add that little bit in there, but uh, based when Tommy pressed him about it, I think he just went back and told her and let her be known, and then they both went up
They
and
both
chopped
said
it up
the
with
way we
Tommy.
save ourselves. It's so crazy because for some people that act like they ain't scared of Tommy, they sure enough act like it.
Yeah, well, I'm to be honest, I don't think she's scared of him. I think just Jannard's scared of him.
Yeah,
Jannard definitely is scared of him. You can tell it in his actions every single time he, is with Tommy or Tommy like, uh, you know, bitches him, like
Right.
you could tell. Now Shanti really don't seem like she's scared of really anybody.
Yeah, I don't
But
think she is. That's why I
but
call her little jukebox.
I think
yeah,
what they did though, I think was somewhat of a smart move. The reason why I say that is so they let Tommy in and they let Tommy know basically that they could be trusted.
right.
So they if they ever catch Tommy slipping, so Tommy can open up to them. They could, and if they ever catch him slipping, they got him. Because Tommy let them in.
Tommy about to not be trusting nobody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in a minute.
He about to not trust nobody.
Oh yeah, and I think he caught on to Vic. Because he was saying little stuff. You know how he was saying he was like, "Yeah, I got to go catch up with these dudes because they snitching." And he would look at him, but he put the extra emphasis on it. I was like, "Bro, yeah, he didn't caught on. I think he know Vic snitching."
Vic had too many hand movements and like let's think about when the cop came, and this is in the episode before. I'm sorry, the detective or whatever dude is, when he was outside talking to Vic and Tommy showed up and Vic put his hand on his head like, oh my gosh. Like that
Yeah,
was telling right there.
Right.
yeah,
Like, why would you have your hand on your head like, oh my gosh? You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like, so and then even this episode, when he's like, when he came to the door and he's like, oh, it's you. And he's like, you expecting something? He's like, no, you never come here. Just, his movements, his just nervousness. Like, I just feel like you can tell something ain't right.
Yeah, Tommy picked up on that, man. Tommy not slow.
Yeah, Tommy isn't so. My whole thing is Tommy. This Tommy, I feel like he knows that Vic is. I feel like he's knows that Vic is a snitch, but maybe he's keeping him around to maybe get some more territory out of Vic and then take him out. That's
And
attached to the Flynn family.
it just seemed like he don't want Vic to be the snitch.
He probably don't, but I think he know. I think he didn't caught
I
on.
feel
No,
like he know, but he don't want him to be him. So be it. So he's like giving him the benefit of the doubt and testing out other people because we seen in the previews to come that he's gonna be putting them all through a test.
Yeah.
him and
Then he can't kill him anyway because of all them Irish people.
yeah,
He got too many people behind him.
that too.
I wonder if Shanti's gonna be included in this test,
Probably. Yeah, I
Yeah,
hope
probably
he put all of them to it.
all three of them. Yeah,
and I wonder how Diamond's gonna act with him accusing Jannard of being a snitch, especially with the way he's changed into kind of like a monster now.
I think
Right.
think I think not just I mean Diamond probably just doesn't care at this point. He's just
I
gonna put
don't.
loyalty, family, brother, Jannard, all that. I think he was seeing red when that whole situation happened. So
Yeah, he definitely was.
he was seeing red, and when he's like that, I'm assuming when he's like that, he just doesn't care about loyalty and nothing like that.
Well, he was
That's
drunk too, so I guess we got to see how he's gonna be when he sobers up.
yeah, but you saw the previews of episode 9. I don't mean to skip ahead, but he was drowning somebody like crazy. You saw him and Tommy walking out with a shovel, walking
Hey,
slow.
at least we know he passed the test already before Tommy started testing folks, because he killed dude right in front of Tommy.
Exactly.
Right. And Jay Mills, you've been asking about this the last 2 episodes. Y'all see that D-Mac will be back, I believe, next episode.
Oh, he's coming back next episode.
Yep. I seen they released like some pictures or whatever, and they show um it looked like Diamond yoking up D-Mac.
Oh shit! I
It looked like he had him cornered or whatever.
hope D-Mac wasn't the dude that Diamond was drowning, because I know we saw that in the previews. I don't think he was, but
It's probably not D-Mac.
probably not him.
But it did look like he had him cornered or, something like that from the little image that I saw.
Okay.
So he'll be back. And then we see Kate came back, and, we talked about, not on the podcast, but in our messages to ourselves, we talked about the fact that Kate leaving, that probably was around the time that she received the letters from um, Diana
Diana, yep.
telling Tommy where Monet lives. So it makes me wonder if on the last episode, on episode 10, is when he goes to look for Tasha.
Tasha. Yeah.
Yep. I think he's gonna leave. He's gonna probably just drive off or something like that, and then we'll be caught up until book 2 season 4. We'll be caught up.
Right. Because I was waiting for them to kind of intersect each other, and then we get something from both sides, linked together.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Yeah,
But the question is, are we going to see anything about Tommy going there, instead of just seeing him driving off?
that'll be interesting. I'm not sure. Maybe he'll make a couple phone calls or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You actually see somebody. I don't know.
Right. But then too, we see. Well, no, he's definitely getting along with his mother at that point too when he leaves. So it would make sense because now she knows that D-Mac is not dead, and she would be on better terms with Tommy now.
Yeah, it seems like Tommy and his mom just have moments. They have moments when they fuss at each other, they hate
Right.
each other.
Always. Yeah.
They come back and it's all good. So it's just back and forth.
All right. Mm.
Y'all saw this. Jannard had a clear shot at Tommy
Right.
doing that whole scene and everything. He didn't take the shot. For a second I was like, yeah, he ain't gonna. I was thinking like, yeah, nah, he ain't gonna really do it.
He's
Hey, y'all
not
think at
going
the
to
end?
go
My
against
bad.
Tommy.
Yeah,
He's going to kill Shanti.
I think so too.
Yeah,
Y'all
he's
think at
not
the
going
end?
to.
Y'all think at the end that they gonna kill Tommy off like they did Ghost, or y'all think it's gonna be something different?
Well, I don't know, because the question is, what's going to be the end? Like, how long is this going to go on?
Yeah, I don't
Who
know.
knows? It might go 6 seasons, like the first one.
Have we got any news that season 3 have we got any news saying that this has been renewed for season 3 yet?
Not that I've seen.
I haven't seen anything either.
Me either, but I would assume that it is because it's better than last season.
Much better
Yeah,
than last season.
yeah,
So
it probably will.
they probably got season 3 on the books. Well, it's gonna announce it.
Right. I mean, on if it didn't come back, I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't be that disappointed.
Me either. Me either. Not at all.
I'll be
I mean,
dis.
it's good. It's good, but I
It's
wouldn't
good.
be tripping.
I'll
Right, I
be,
wouldn't be tripping. I'd be tripping if Power Book 2 didn't come back on.
but
Facts.
hold on. I'll be disappointed if it doesn't end the right way though. If it's just like a if it's like an okay finale for season 2 and then that's it. Everybody like let's say Shanti dies. Hypothetically speaking, this Shanti dies and that's it. Vic is still alive, Claudia's still alive, Jannard, Tommy's still alive. I'll be a little disappointed. I will want to see what happens after this.
The way
Vic
Power
probably
is.
riding off, and if Vic ain't dying at the end of this season, he's riding off into the sunset.
I think Vic is gonna either die or wind up in jail.
The way Power is, they might kill like 3 or 4 top people. Claudia, Vic, Shanti, Jannard, they might all die.
If all of them die like that, I'm like, okay, they definitely ain't having season 3 then. Really.
Hey, probably not.
I just don't see Jannard dying. I just feel like Jannard is too important. Like, you can't get rid of the Flynns and Jannard. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're right.
Like, now, Power. Now, let me say this though. Power, the main Power was real good at us having one villain, and that villain really didn't go past a season, majority of
Right.
the time.
Yeah.
So there was no issue with somebody like Jannard going,
Yeah.
but Force has not been given that vibe.
Yeah. I mean, they might be able to do it later on down the line because it's still new and still fresh. But they're gonna introduce more and more different villains. It's kind of like how Book 2 doing, But Book 2 kind of already had a kickstart, so they was
Right.
piggybacking off of the original. So
Yeah.
Right, because like for instance, let's take Kanan. The main people are still there going into season 3.
That's
yeah,
facts.
yeah,
All the main people, pretty much.
So yeah, except for the little random villain. Well, no, even the new villain that came season 2 is going into season 3.
yeah,
The Italian.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
They haven't got rid of nobody yet.
hmm I think, but let's talk about Forrest. I think either Miguel or the Serbs, like the
Oh,
what's his name, Berkovich.
yeah, I can see them going with no
Yeah,
problem.
Yeah,
yeah, no
they
doubt
probably
about it.
go for problems.
Yeah,
Miguel isn't significant enough,
Uh-huh.
and we just met Miguel.
Yeah,
And then the Serbs is the Serbs. Like, you can easily get a whole new ethnicity of, a group of like dealers in there.
yeah,
So, they may run into some Italians now. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like,
right.
so yeah. So I mean, I don't see them staying. I don't see the Serbs being a problem too long.
I think Miguel gonna do something stupid to get him killed. I think the big dude gonna kill him or get him killed.
yeah. I forgot
Or
this.
he gonna or
Yeah,
he gonna give Tommy permission to kill him.
Yeah,
yeah, that could happen. I think that guy, I forgot his name, but that guy I think is gonna make it past this season. I
Shay.
think him and Shay, yeah, I think him and Tommy may do business or something.
Right,
Definitely.
that makes sense.
But they gotta
Mhm.
cut Miguel out. I think that's on both. I think that's on both of their agendas because they seem to bond at that party, at that party that they had and all that.
I seen people talking about that they think Maria is gonna be pregnant.
Yeah, I heard that rumor too. It could. I mean,
I wouldn't be surprised if she was pregnant and then died.
that'd be a twist.
And that'd be the second time that happened to him.
Yep, that'd be an interesting twist.
boy, Tommy gonna lose his shit.
Yeah,
He sure is, cause now he act like he in love right now. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let us know your thoughts, your predictions, and let us know who you think is going to be the next to go in episode 9. And also let us know if you think that we're going to see any type of crossover this season between with Tommy going to New York and going to kill Tasha, etc. Let us know. And we're out.